This is KUTV Channel 2, Salt Lake City, Utah. 7:30 today in Utah, 7:25 a.m. report for KUTV News. Good morning, I'm Peter Wiggins. There's what's happening. In Moscow, Red Army troops opened massive military maneuvers all along the Soviet Union's western frontier Tuesday as the entire ruined Soviet political departed for the crisis talks in the neighboring Czechoslovakia. The confrontation between the top leaders of the Soviet Czech Communist parties may well determine the destiny of Czechoslovakia and perhaps all of the East Europe. The surprise announcement of the war games included a newly called up civilian reservists for the first time in recent memory as by the Soviet Defense Ministry. The Soviet 1,000-mile-long frontier borders on Czechoslovakia, Poland, Hungary, and Romania informed observers said that these are not normal summer maneuvers and underline genuine fears in the Kremlin over the democratization program launched by the communist reform regime in Prague.
Neither one of you are very committed.
In Los Angeles, California's population is 20 million larger than Canada's and 1.5 million ahead of New York, the Chamber of Commerce reported. Almost half of the state's 20 million people live in the 5 countries surrounding Los Angeles, said that the Chamber's research committee. The report was based on census and the state agency figures. In Cleveland, 6 people, including 3 policemen, were killed and at least 15 other persons were wounded through the night when snappers used automatic weapons and opened fire in a Negro area on Cleveland's east side, officers said. The 3 dead policemen identified were Louis Blanca, Patrolman Will Wolf, and Lieutenant Leroy Jones. 9 of the others were killed were immediately identified. In Columbus, John McElroy, aide to Governor James A. Rhodes, said Governor James A. Rhodes had ordered all Ohio National Guardsmen to report to all their armories. McElroy said the Guardsmen were being summoned in case anything more happens. Hospital sources were reported that at least 2 other civilians were wounded.
Lie detectors ever Dan. She told the microphones.
In Saigon, U.S. 9th Division Infantry men intercepted and turned back Wednesday a company of Viet Cong transporters sent towards Saigon from the Mekong Delta. The U.S. command reported the action came after a step up of enemy shells and other actions of the country. One of those actions killed the deputy commander of the U.S. 7th Air Force, Major General Robert F. Worley, 48. U.S. headquarters said the 9th Division troops have killed about 23 in the Viet Cong force, about 115 men in a fight 18 miles southwest of Saigon. U.S. casualties were put at 4 men killed and 7 wounded. The enemy forces were believed to be part of the 6 to 8 Viet Cong battle towns, which U.S. intelligence officers said they deployed by Long and Providence and immediately south of Saigon.
We didn't ask you that. We asked you.
Washington. The Senate Post Office Committee meeting in closed session Tuesday adopted a measure to exempt the Post Office Department from the planned cutback in the federal employment. Postmaster General W. Marvin Watson said the understanding shown by House and Senate Committee encourages that the mail service may not have been curtailed. Under the rollback, the post office was scheduled to lose more than 80,000 of its 7.1 thousand employees over a 4-year period, while the volume of mail it must handle was predicted to increase by almost 10 million pieces. Watson testified that Monday that unless Congress stepped in and helped, the post office would have to eliminate Saturday mail delivery, refuse service in new homes, apartments, and office buildings, and eventually close hundreds of small post offices and drop to 4-day delivery service. The measure is exempt from the post office from the governor-wide manpower cutback was adopted an amendment to the minor House press bill. The Mammoth Days of 47 parade, one of the nation's most spectacular processions, will begin its 2-mile journey Wednesday at 9 a.m. As the breathtaking procession slowly winds its way past tens of thousands of spectators, landing the traditional route, the momentous trek of a few courageous pioneers 121 years ago will be remembered with pride and reverence. The weatherman promises perfect weather for a parade. When veteran parade dispatcher Frank Nibecker gives a signal, the 147 unit extravaganza, the finest ever, will follow the American flag around the Brigham Young Monument and proceed down Main Street, then past the Review and stand at the Tribune Building. At 9 South, the parade will turn east and march to the Liberty Park at 6 East. Near the head wall will be the President David O. McKay of the Church of the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and Miss McKay, Governor Vanell Rampton, and Days of 47 President Wilbur C. Parkinson and Mrs. Parkinson. The parade will be blocked off by police at 5:30 a.m. and any cars left en route on stage area now, including West Temple from 2nd South to North Temple. North Temple on the main street and south to South Temple, and South Temple between the State Street and West Temple will be impounded. All streets will cross and parade route will be closed to traffic, and 1 block on either side beginning at 7 a.m. and autos parked there will be stranded after the parade. Gun control for score house games in Washington. Hokian and weather, Salt Lake City, North Utah, generally fair South Utah, some scattered thunderstorms. Right now at Salt Lake Airport, temperature is 65 degrees with clear skies. So that is going to be it for the KUTV Channel 2, today in Utah, 7:25, and reporting this Wednesday, July 24th. Thanks to 6 viewers, and have a good day. See ya. Bye bye for now. This is KUTV Channel 2, Salt Lake City, Utah, 7:30.